Hi, friend. I have a short flow for the strong women out there. This is for you. Let's get started in a comfortable seat. Roll the shoulders onto the back, sit up nice and tall. Start to tune into the heaviness of the lower body. It's where all your big muscles are. Feel the weight of the pelvis rooting you down, and this lift of the upper body, lifting from the rib cage up through the crown of the head. If it feels okay, close the eyes. Start to tune into the rhythm of your breath as it flows in and out through the nose. Feeling a sense of grounding through the sit bones, through the pelvis, and an upliftment through the upper body. Perfectly balanced and strong. Good. Go ahead and blink your eyes open. Let's get started on hands and knees in our tabletop position. And right away, we'll start to flow here with our breath. Inhale as you drop your belly, arching your back, pulling the heart forward and up. Exhale as you round your spine. Imagine bringing tailbone and forehead towards one another. Then inhale, belly drops. Lift the tailbone, lift the heart. Cow pose. Exhale, rounding the spine. Push the floor away, chin to chest for cat. Keep going with your breath. Elongating the breath and exaggerating the movement. Now feel free to add any organic movement of the body. I like to rock my hips out, rock the shoulders, make some circular movements with the rib cage. Anything that feels good, makes you feel alive, makes you feel in tune with your body. Good. And then from here, we're going to lower onto the belly, lower onto the forearms, finding our Sphinx pose, spreading the fingers, the elbows stack under the shoulders. So you're making a number 11 with the forearms. Tops of the feet are down. Good. Press the tops of the feet down, press your pubic bone down, and feel the bottom of your rib cage start to lift up and the heart pull forward. Gaze straight ahead. This is once again your Sphinx pose. Now you got the option to stay right here, or if you want to feel the strength in your body, let's take it up a notch by lifting the back of the heart, lift the front ribs. Maybe we even start to peel the hips off the floor. And maybe we tuck the toes and lift the knees up off the floor, finding our forearm plank here. Bring your chin to your chest so the back of the neck is nice and long. Push the floor away. Make all the muscles in the legs strong here. One more inhale. Exhale, let's lower hips, legs down. Good. Come back to our Sphinx pose. Couple breaths there. I love forearm plank. It makes me feel so strong. Let's do it again. Okay, tucking the toes, lifting the back of the heart to the ceiling, lifting the front ribs up to the sky. Maybe you lift the hips, maybe you lift the knees, tuck the toes. Good. Forearm plank here. Feel the strength in your whole body. Maybe you shift forward and back a little. Yeah, feeling the upper body work, the lower body work. Good, and then we'll slowly lower. A couple more breaths here. Feel the bottom of the rib cage lift, heart lift. Now we got the option to straighten the arms here for seal pose. And then we'll lower back onto the forearms. Last time for our forearm plank, and this time I'll give you the option to have the tops of the feet down, just for a bit more challenge. Okay, so from here, lifting the back of the heart, Front ribs lift up towards the spine, lift the hips, lift the knees, hold and breathe here. Gaze down at the floor. 3, 2, last breath. Feel your strength and lower all the way down. Really nice. Slide the elbows out. Make a little pillow and turn onto either cheek. Good. We'll hike up. So I turned onto my right cheek and I'm hiking my left leg up. Good. A couple breaths here. Just stretching your inner thigh while bringing the spine back to neutral. And then we'll switch sides, turn onto the left cheek, hike up the right knee beside you. Inner knee, inner ankle on the floor. Good. Straighten that right leg. Bring the head back to center. Slide the hands in line with the chest and press yourself up. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog here. Any movement that you like. You could rock the hips side to side. You could pedal out the feet, bending one knee at a time, straightening the opposite leg. And let's roll forward to plank a few times. So from your down dog, starting from the tailbone, we're going to roll the spine up towards the sky and find plank. Good. Bend your knees here. Reach the hips up and back. One more time, as if you're peeling one vertebra at a time and reaching it high up towards the ceiling, finding your plank. Bend the knees, lift the hips. Nice. One more inhale here. And as you exhale, look forward with the knees bent. Start to walk forward to the top of the mat. Feet are nice and wide for this first forward fold. Bend your knees. Round your spine. Let your head relax. You could have hands on the floor, or you could grab opposite elbows if you'd like. You could rock side to side here. Maybe shake the head yes, shake the head no. And then we'll interlace the hands at the base of the skull, so right where the skull and the neck meet. And just allow the weight of your hands and your arms to slightly traction the skull away from the neck. Creating some space in the vertebra of your neck here. So I'm not pulling or yanking, I'm just letting the weight of my arms and gravity do all the work. Good. From here, bring your hands to your shins, halfway lift, reaching the crown of the head forward and the tailbone back. Maybe even hands to the thighs. Good. One more inhale here. Bring your hands to your hips, and we'll slowly rise all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach those arms out and up. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, and tilt your pelvis forward, forward, forward. Lower the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, and we'll step the left foot back and reach the arms up for our high lunge here. Whew. Another pose where I feel really strong. Making the legs nice and strong here, squeezing the muscles. Lift your front hip points. You can have hands on the hips or reach the arms up. And the arms, if you're reaching them up, they're in a Y shape, pinkies towards one another. Gaze straight ahead. One more inhale here. Exhale as you reach the arms back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Airplane arms here. Now you can stay right here if this is a challenge and if you're working your balance, all good. If you're feeling like you want a little more, push off your back foot, lift that back leg up. Yeah, flexing the back foot like you're gonna stamp the back foot on the back wall behind you. Lifting that back inner thigh for warrior 3. One more inhale here. Exhale, nice and slow, bend your front knee. Land back in your high lunge. And we'll spin the back heel down, open up. Warrior two pose. Front knee, front foot facing straight ahead, back foot turned in. And you can wiggle that back foot far back enough until you start to feel a stretch in the inner thighs. So only go as far as you feel that stretch. Maybe you've gone too far, you have to wiggle the foot back in. Good, take one more breath here. Flip your front palm, inhale, reverse warrior. And exhale, cartwheel those arms down. Let's step back to a high plank. So a little different than forward plank. We're on our hands now, but same concept here. Pushing the floor away, making the whole body strong here. Draw the front ribs up towards the spine. Crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. One more inhale. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, cobra pose. Peel the chest away from the floor. Exhale, lower down. Press back to your tabletop. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward dog. Couple more breaths here. Bend the knees, look forward, walk or step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Press down through your feet. Inhale as we rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step the right foot back now. Fire up the legs here. Feel the strength in the legs. Squeeze those glutes as you reach the arms up and back. Woo. Playing with your balance here. This is your high lunge. Again, arms can be up in the Y, or you can have hands at the hips. And then notice if your front hip points are sinking forward. See if you can lift them as if your front hips were two flashlights and you're lifting those lights so the lights are pointing straight ahead. Good. Now, option to stay right here, or we can start to create airplane arms by reaching the arms back, tilting the upper body forward, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Now you can stay right here, or if you want a little more, push off that back foot. Let's fly here, reaching that back leg up and back. Strong leg, strong foot. Reaching crown of the head forward, tailbone reaches back. One more inhale. Exhale, let's slowly land, high lunge. Reach those arms up. And then we'll spin the back heel down, open up warrior two here. Press down through your feet. Feel the strength of the legs here. And find your appropriate depth. Maybe walking that back foot further back. Good. And then we'll reach that front hand up and back. Reverse warrior. Cartwheel the arms down. Step back. Lower your knees. Child's pose. From child's pose, start to make your way back onto hands. And we'll take a seat here, settling into a seated meditation posture. Roll the shoulders onto the back. Feel a sense of rooting, grounding through the lower body. Lift in the upper body. If it feels okay, close the eyes. Allow the energy to circulate through the body. Notice how you feel. Connecting to this strength that is always within you. And I will leave you here in this seated meditation for as long as you'd like, as long as you have space for. But before I go, let's bring the hands together at the heart center. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice with me today. Thumbs to the third eye as we bow mind to the heart and to each other. Thank you so much. Namaste.